Stalkers, today we're diving into the latest on offline A-Life in Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl, focusing on what's in patch 1.4.2 and what's still missing before patch 1.5 in June. Additionally, if you're experiencing controller issues, hopefully this will help resolve them. Let's start with a quick refresher. A-Life is the dynamic simulation system in the original Stalker trilogy. NPCs, mutants and factions lived out their lives, fought each other, hunted, and explored the zone, even when you weren't watching. It's what made the world feel alive in Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat. Fast forward to Stalker 2, and the A-Life system is close to non-existent right now. Modders and players agree what we have is just a spawn bubble. Stuff only loads in around the player. NPCs don't roam, factions don't fight unless you're nearby. Quote highlights from getting feedback over on Discord and Reddit: A-Life is lost in the zone. No persistent, not A-Life. You won't have Lively Zone the original trilogy had. There has been minor improvements. A few players noticed more movement, persistence in recent patches. Cop77 said NPCs now kinda move, but it's still aimless, and camps don't dynamically repopulate. The devs claim patch 1.4 introduces an early version of A-Life 2.0, but right now it's still a far cry from what we expected. Mods like Call of Chernobyl and Gamma are what players point to when they talk about real A-Life. Quote highlights: Gamma revived Stalker. AAA games can't match the immersion, and this is from Bombay Blue. Gamma made Stalker 2 profitable, and this is from Gravish. Some still hope, others say it will take modders years to add what should have been there on day one. However, GSC Game World has promised changes in the upcoming 1.5 patch update, which I'll provide more details on at the end of this video. From further testing and speaking with many over on Discord, where I'm now part of the content makers on the official Discord, I'll be speaking with modders soon on what to expect from mods to come for both console and PC. So consider subscribing for that, and let's move on. So what did patch 1.4.2 do? Let's run through it. Ammo changes: 9x18 ammo was nerfed, lower armor piercing multiplier, Makarov will get SMG and Rat Killer all affected, and no in-game stats equals major confusion. When it comes to bug fixes, fix low range frame rate issues with gamepad sensitivity, no more twitching mutants or duplicated consumables, and key mission bugs like dangerous liaisons and the last step were fixed. When it comes to player feedback, players still have issues. AI feels spongy, enemies spawn behind you, late game is flooded with power armor enemies. Combat doesn't feel satisfying, people want armor-based damage, not just tougher guns. And there's gamepad complaints, drifting characters, or radial menus, and no dedicated grenade button or prone stance. There is a fixed tip for Xbox for stick drift: reset controllers, set the left stick inner to 10% and the right to 20%, or try these settings out as suggested by this user. They have improved my gameplay, and thank you for sharing. HUD options are still limited. Players want to turn off the red fret compass without disabling the entire compass. No big performance gains either. High-end GPUs still see frame rate drops, and console users report crashes and lag. When it comes to top requested features, hardcore ammo-based realism, AI squad mates, custom HUD UI, and functional fast travel, and fix corrupt saves and broken quests. So where are we heading? Patch 1.4 laid some groundwork. We're still far from a true A-Life system. Rumors say patch 1.5 might be the turning point, but realistically, most say give it a year or wait for mods like Living Zone Modular. So the verdict: Stalker 2 doesn't have a real-life A-Life right now. What we've got is a spawn bubble and surface level behavior. If you're holding out for the Living Zone experience, you need to be patient or turn to the modding community, as I can imagine when we get the SDK mod.io, we'll do some crazy things in the zone. Let me know how you're finding A-Life and the latest updates. As always, if you're new or returning, consider subscribing for straight to the point Stalker 2 updates. And if you missed my 2 videos from yesterday, they're both on screen now.